Y'all want to be involved and come against a motherfucker who have all the reasons in the world to go at him. Did you not hear Roger Bones?
Hey, Jana.
Yo, Diddy wanted me. Come. He couldn't say what he really wanted to say or how he was really told, but I know how he was told way back then. Roger, you remember Stretch? He told my dude sick. That nigga Diddy want that nigga clean.
Shonda. Shonda, that's so crazy that you came up here. Because, baby, let me tell you something, Shonda, real quick. Girl, let me tell you something, Shonda. So I'm watching Nick, and I watched her yesterday too. Nick didn't really want to, spill the whole tea or whatever. She was trying to be careful. But I'm on everybody chat, and everybody chat just watching. Girl, now I have told these people, Shonda, weeks before when the trial first started, probably like the first 2 days, I came over here and I told my blue family, I said, y'all listen. I said, it's this lady named Tisa. I was just in the chat. I saw you, Shonda. My phone is messed up. And I was trying to say exactly, Shonda, because I seen where you said, that's why I said, let me go live, because I'm getting mad. I said, I seen when you said that you seen her being disrespectful. Shonda, let me tell you something. This girl, for like the first 2 days, I was like, oh my God, who is she? I can't watch her. I said, she is so disgusting in her content. Hey, Kimberly. I said, she is so disgusting in her content. And I came over here and I told them. So after I told them the trial going on and everybody's starting to see it. Girl, she is a big ass Karen. And that's in my opinion. You hear me? I'm about to put the Nancy Grace one on. Miss Sylvia played Nancy Grace this morning. I mean, girl, I got to put this up here. Y'all got to see this for yourself. You understand? This girl is something is really, really wrong with her. They said this is just hearsay that she used to be a tarot card reader, but I told them that she was giving me witch vibes, and I just found this out today. Let me see. Shonda said she is like that when it comes down to any black man. Baby, did you see, honey? I was right there, and I felt like I was at the trial, Shonda, because baby, when the baddest blogger is from down here where I'm at. um when he walked up on her, I was there. I keep saying I was there. I wasn't there, but I felt like I was there when he walked up on her. And this is the thing right here. I'm gonna play this too. This Messy Speed Size played it, but I don't know if I want to play it for there. But girl, they was just telling her how she feel because, and then when the trial first started, she would go in the courtroom just like everybody else. Everybody I watch, Uda, Neek, the baddest blogger, Miss Sylvia. Those are the ones that I mainly watch. And then when I switched over there to Tisa, her content did not match theirs. I was like, what the hell is she talking about? It was just like she was so, like, it was just terrible. This Ratchet said he was up there 15 hours ago. He said, I don't want to see nothing about her. Don't want no bad vibes watching her. But yeah, you got to see this shit is crazy. This Miss Sylvia right here, hour ago. I'm just gonna go to Miss Sylvia's because yo, she is cuckoo as hell. When she got on Miss Nancy Grace, baby, she put on for the city. I'm just gonna forward it to her. She put on Shonda. I said, what in the hell? This girl is cray cray. She was telling so many lies. And then when the defense, when they have a good day, she wouldn't even get them they props. Like, what is wrong with her? Like, we're not Diddy fans, but we for what's right. I'm not no Diddy fan at all, but I am for what's right. I got black sons and a black man and black nephews and stuff like that. So that's what we standing up for. We're not gonna let them just do us any kind of way. Um, Girl, she full of shit talking about people was trying to yeah, she lied. Somehow they try to unalive her. No, they walked up on you. If they did it on camera, they walked up on you and they were just telling you stop lying on the family and stuff like that. That's what they did. No, and Nick just now said it. She said, "Didn't nobody do that?" You know, Nick tried to be so sweet. I understand that. I get that. But Nick know that that wasn't true, and that's why she just said that. What? You got to be. You can't be out here being on the news and doing commentary and telling lies. I don't like lying commentary. I don't like it. But I want you to see this. I want you to see this girl. This girl had put on for the city, baby. Look at this.
Let me finish playing my thing here.
Look at this. This girl is crazy. She act just like Nancy Grace. That's how she act.
Here we go.
Bars the defense fighting tooth and nail to let him out on appeal bond, which means you get out while your conviction is being appealed. Joining me right now, Tisa Tells. You can find her on YouTube at Tisa Tells.
Y'all check this out.
Tisa, start at the beginning.
I want you to look at her face and everything.
The verdict, the split. What happened?
When the jury walked in, everybody was on pins and needles. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody in the courtroom expected her to be guilty on at least the sex trafficking.
Okay, everybody in the chat, everybody in the court did not expect them to be guilty of the sex trafficking because some of us already said that, no, the prostitution would be one, but not the sex trafficking and not the RICO. And so, that's not correct.
There was a somber tone. They walked in, and when they said, "Please read," and they said, "What do you find me?"
Hey, Marissa.
Count one.
Love you, girl.
Not guilty. It was a bomb.
Check her out.
Off in the courtroom. The public audibly gasped. Nobody was expecting
Look how she's
that.
telling the story,
There were
y'all.
cheers of joy from Diddy's side. Count two. What say ye? Not guilty. Again, another bombshell went off. People were in utter disbelief. Even Diddy's most ardent supporters did not expect him to get off on the count of sex trafficking with Cassie.
Yeah, she ain't finished yet. Watch this.
When they said guilty for transportation of a prostitute, when they said guilty for the mayonnaise, that is when Diddy's team actually cheered. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, come on. Almost like we were watching a pro football game. When the other ones came in after that, there were jaws on the ground.
She sure is. Watch it, Shonda, though. I know you didn't say it, but watch it. Shonda, me and you always end up on the same stuff.
They heard Cassie's
These
mother,
people getting
20,000.
the draws all in and not about Diddy.
They heard about the
It's not even about Diddy.
and it was unbelievable that the only thing they said was prostitution, and that is because Daniel Phillips, in his testimony, actually said,
Check her out, though, Kimberly.
because that he got paid to have sex for money. It was a travesty.
Exactly.
It was an all-out circus.
Watch her, y'all.
Everybody,
She is
including
crazy.
myself, are running to safety.
What? Running to safety? I think she's trying to sensationalize her reporting. Maybe that's what it is, y'all.
And this is Miss Sylvia. Y'all don't have Miss Sylvia. Get Miss Sylvia. Miss Sylvia, she is very known. She everywhere. And a lot of people respect Miss Sylvia. I'm trying to forward it because I want y'all to hear when they get to talking. And I hope none of her people come up here messing with me because, baby, listen. We ain't going to do it because I don't want to hear. I really, really don't want to hear it.
To leave the courthouse.
Listen.
Why?
I had to leave the courthouse because Diddy's supporters were out of control. The first time I ran and did my live, of course, I had 2 armed security guys. Everyone told me, the people in the courthouse is like, make sure you have security. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. It wasn't just me, but I'll tell you what I experienced. Diddy's supporters surrounding me, threatening me, saying that they were going to hurt me. It was a serious...
Do y'all hear that? Diddy supporters surrounded me, said that they was going to hurt me. This is a bald-faced lie. Nobody is into it like that. Not nobody that I watch. Even Ratchet TV. even the baddest blogger. Nobody is into it like that. You have to watch women like this. There is a word for women like this, and their names are Karens. She better stop her shit because God don't like it.
Right now, you're to leave the courthouse. Why?
I had to leave the courthouse because Diddy's supporters were out of control. The first time I ran and did my live, of course, I had two
Look at us,
armed
Shonda.
security guys. Everyone told me, the people at the courthouse, is like, make sure you have security. There's a lot of weird stuff going on. It wasn't just me, but I'll tell you what I experienced. Diddy's supporters surrounding me,
Lie.
threatening me, saying that they were going to hurt me. It was a serious situation.
Look at Miss Sylvia, y'all. And Miss Sylvia been up close and
It got
personal.
so bad, and there was so much chaos and violence that they actually had to lock the courtroom down and
Right,
force
Kimberly.
the Diddy supporters across the street. It was something myself, the news media, mainstream media, new media have never seen in their lives.
Girl,
The
stop.
level, and again, the jurors. I hope to God they know how to sleep at night.
Dr.
What?
DG, I'm gonna put the link in. You just click the link to come
She is so that this is the person that's taking this shit serious. Because how you she already told Ratchet, I'm not Ratchet, but the baddest blogger that he was ignorant just like the jury. Now she about to say that she hoped that they could sleep at night. Girl, this is not your story. You supposed to do the story. This is not about Tisa. Tisa have made this shit about her. This not about you. Puffy is not your abuser. Whoever abused you, Tisa talks, tells, Tisa tells. Whoever abused you, it was not Puffy. See, I don't like women that be walking around trying to to be mad at somebody else's abuser when they didn't do shit about their own abuser. Her abuser, in my opinion, is still walking the damn street, and she is over here mad at Diddy. Diddy ain't right either. He done did some shit. He done did some shit. But don't get up here telling lies. I don't like that. And I'm not on nobody damn size. But this girl right here is not right, y'all. We got to be careful because we have brothers, we have nephews, we have sons, we have men that will run into a woman like this. And these damn people will believe her and lock their ass away for the rest of their life. Okay? Because of a fucking lie like this. She got to stop. I don't like women that's like this. Okay? She called this man out his name, called him the N-word. She couldn't find no other word. When she already acting like a Kern, okay? We don't know what her national, what she is, what her race is. So I don't feel like that she should have called him an N-word. No, he shouldn't have went up on her and said nothing to her. But at the end of the day, they didn't surround you, girl. We were watching you on TV. They didn't surround you. Okay? They did not do that. Nobody said that they was going to unalive you. That is so dangerous. That's why these daggone men, y'all, these black men, and I'm going to say what I want to say because everybody know ain't no prejudice bone in my body because my father that raised me 50 years is not, is white. Okay? But y'all get up under this type of shit right here, and then y'all wonder why y'all asses is sitting in damn court for y'all sitting y'all ass in court for damn the R word, assault and all that stuff like that. Soon as you get all this damn money in your pocket, you go over there and try to get a damn trophy instead of a damn real one that's gonna ride with you and for you. If y'all look at this, the news and things like that, anybody that's with basically a black woman, and this ain't about race, they ain't in the courts and stuff like that. Okay? So Diddy put this shit on his damn self. But Tisa is a damn Kern, and her ass need to stop. Exactly, I agree. She is dangerous. I pray her dude is a black man, because if he is, he will have hell on his hands if things don't work out. Exactly. Because she is a straight up Kern, in my opinion. Diddy isn't right. Don't get me wrong. But the woman is not. Thank you. And that's all we want, Kimberly, is for somebody to be able to say that Diddy ain't right. He ain't right. But we're not going to get on her side just because Diddy not right. We know Diddy not right. He's a freak. He's a nasty old freak. But so was Cassie. So was Jane. All of them. Ain't nobody perfect in this damn case. Ain't nobody perfect in this case. And you got to be a real one to be able to sleep at night. Since she want to talk about the jury, since she want to talk about the jury not sleeping at night, how can she sleep at the night at nighttime when she's standing up there telling bald-faced lies when all these other content creators was in the same courthouse with her ass? That is sick. I've been talking about this whole for 30-something days since. Y'all, my daggone phone went dead. Is anybody still left in here? Kimberly said, Diddy isn't right. Don't get me wrong, but the woman is dangerous. My phone went dead. I don't know why it's stuck now. Okay. All right, y'all. My phone went dead. My phone went dead. Okay, we back. We back. But I just don't like that. And I just don't like that. You got to be careful dealing with these type of women, y'all. You just got to be very, very careful. Let's go back and let's see. That girl is crazy, y'all. That's what I do know. It's just not right. Let's see.
To understand the world,
We gotta wait on this commercial.
need the truth.
And I promise you, don't come over here. Don't come over here from nobody chat talking about nothing. We saying what we saying, and that's just it. It ain't nobody jealous over nobody. We just don't want our black sons and black men to deal with nothing like this at all. We don't want to deal with it. Hey, Josh. Josh, that's Miss Sylvia right there. And Josh is a mod over there. Right, Josh? But we don't want our men deal with people like this.
But when all that chaos was happening, as I was being threatened and ushered out by armed security people, I thought, this is what the jury did.
She said that she was threatened and she was ushered out. Girl, Josh said yes.
Signal that it is okay to use violence. It's okay to drug people up. It's okay to live a life of debauchery. It's okay to do whatever you want. Because guess what? If you work hard enough and you have enough money and enough delusional fans and you have ingrained yourself in culture enough, that you can do whatever you want. And 12 of your peers will look the other way. Again, this jury was shocking.
Tisa tells, when you say that Sean Combs' supporters threatened you.
Look at this, y'all.
What were they saying?
Listen.
They were saying, you effing B, we're going to kill you, you F. Whoa!
Wait. Look at Miss Sylvia. Miss Sylvia not going for that.
Whoa! Which one of them said that?
None of them. I could not believe her. Trying to get somebody locked up.
F and B was going to unalive you.
B, you worked, apparently I worked for the feds.
I heard that one. I heard the working for the Fed. I heard that.
You made this all up because of you. Again, they're not too smart. Because of you, that's how this case got started. We're going to treat you.
They said that's how the case got started because of her.
She's a mess.
It wasn't because of her. You don't see the link? Alright, put the link back in there, y'all. Put the link back in there for me, y'all.
Why does she say that the case got started because of her?
See the link, y'all. Put the link
she was not at the freak-offs.
You know what's more expensive than replacing your
I don't understand this. This is crazy.
Get your passport.
Tahine, the irresistible
This is crazy.
Mild chilies, lime, and sea salt. What's your way?
And y'all, Miss Sylvia is so sweet, y'all. She don't bother nobody. So she gonna tell the truth.
That's what she's trying to get. Hit the link to come on up. Maybe is it true that she?
Let's move forward it while she's. Here you go.
Worse than we treated Cassie. Cassie, what we do to you is going to be nothing that they had on Cassie. They were screaming.
She said that the content creators have told her what we're going to do to you is going to be nothing. It's going to be not. It's nothing. There's something about Cassie. What is she talking about? Nobody said that to you, girl. Nobody said that to her.
Saying, apologize to Diddy, apologize to Diddy. Of course, thank goodness, we had Lenny and we had Jimmy, two of the best armed guards out there. So the one thing is and also they started foaming like wild dogs.
She said that these black men started foaming out their mouth like wild dogs.
Realized that I was not
Foaming like wild dogs? Foaming like wild dogs? Ah, look who again. Who's in here?
I'm not even going to play no more of it, but I just wanted y'all to hear that. That's the baddest blogger. He was one of the ones that approached her, but she got 2 armed guards next to her. So there was no way that they will be able to get up on her and threaten her with the unalive word without them officers doing anything to her, to them. It will be no way. No way. I mean, no way. Okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, Tisa tells racial fraud and the problem with pretending to be black. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into some of the straight game.
And see, I've never even seen him. I've never even seen this content creator.
At U.S. Cellular Prepaid,
This is ridiculous. Y'all, this woman is dangerous and she should not be able to, in my opinion, to be able to,
they start at just $25.
She shouldn't have been able to do this case. I'm just sorry.
As a black woman, if you will, it has come to light that she is not African American. And the other problem is she has been using the N-word rather loosely, and then when confronted, basically saying, no, she was joking. She was using it as a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
You hear that?
I need you guys to really pay attention to this. Like I said, because when someone plays dress up in black identity, right, to build up their brand, gain access, or wield credibility, that's not allyship. It's straight up theft, if you will, right? And so when you understand that, we're going to confront this disturbing situation that needs to be put on blast, right? So basically, like I said, Tisa tells racial fraud and the problem with pretending to be black, ladies and gentlemen. So who is Tisa Tells? First and foremost, for months, Tisa Tells has been positioning herself as a bold frontline journalist covering African-American cases, crime, injustice, and courtroom drama. But behind the headlines and live streams lies a disturbing truth. Despite projecting herself as a member of the black community, as she has been doing, it is now confirmed that Tisa Tells is not African American.
But she's calling everybody
Indian or Asian descent, with no cultural or ancestral ties to the black experience, ladies and gentlemen. She was questioned about her identity fairly and directly. Her response, she used a racial slur, specifically the N-word, on camera, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, a lot of people have been buying into this bogus presentation of what she has been trying to present as her masquerading as some kind of spearheading some kind of effort for victims of domestic violence and all of these things. in reference to the Diddy trial, ladies and gentlemen. But what she has been doing is feeding into old tropes and also using the N-word to demean other black men or African Americans whenever she's been confronted.
What you got?
Calling them broke, dusty, N-words, and so on and so forth, ladies and gentlemen. And then, when confronted, she brushed it off by saying, she's one of us. One of the most disingenuous things that I've seen thus far. And I need you to let that sink in, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to let that sink in because, like I said, a lot of times we know that our culture is very addicting, right? We know that our culture is very powerful, from the beat of the African drum to the words of the African tongue. We're talking about through Egypt, all out throughout history, medicines, science, you name it, you know, being black and from Africa, whether it's from sub-Saharan Africa, or like I say, going on up to Egypt, you know, Kemet, and all of these other things, right? So I need you to let that sink in. Because a lot of times, people want the rewards of being black, but they don't want to deal with the disadvantages of being black, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, and this is kind of like what the young lady back a couple of years ago, the racial Dullenzahl blueprint, remember her? And the lady that was wearing the braids and stuff like that, running around with the tan and stuff and saying that she was black and all of those things. We've seen the playbook before with racial Dullenzahl, Jessica Krug, right? Individuals who falsely claim black identity to access credibility, opportunity, and platforms, right? But here's where it gets a little bit worse with Tisa, right? When you understand her thing, right? Tisa didn't just lie about who she was, she weaponized the lie. And you gotta understand, like I said, Tisa Tells did not just lie about who she was, she weaponized that lie to insert herself into black grief, trauma, and resistance. You have to understand that. She weaponized the lie to insert herself into black grief, trauma, and resistance. And like I said, I need you to understand that if you hear her talking about the Diddy trial, it was like, oh, you know, women and black women, and she's speaking. And like I said, she has no experience, a real true experience, what it is and understanding what it is to be a black woman. And the trials and tribulations that real black women on a daily basis, without having to front or fake or act like they're anything other than themselves, go through each and every day, ladies and gentlemen, right? And you have to understand this. When someone pretends to be black, they don't just co-opt our culture, they exploit the pain without enduring the consequences.
He preaching.
You see what I'm saying? So you know, she's exploiting all of this. She hasn't endured any of the consequences of being black. None of them. Zero. Right? Zero. She stood in the middle of New York City with a gate around her with 2 bodyguards and continue to pose as if she was talking about or representing women who have been through certain types of abuse and things of that nature, and namely African American women, or like she was representing Cassie and so on and so forth, right? But ladies and gentlemen, to exploit the pain without enduring any of the consequences, ladies and gentlemen, of actually being African American, and then run out and use the N-word so loosely, just so loosely and casually, and then when confronted, you know what? I was just joking. I'm one of us, right? When that's simply not true, ladies and gentlemen, right? So like I said, and yet somehow Tisa is being celebrated by some viewers.
Exactly.
She's being celebrated, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, once again, you have to understand what this is and what this really is about. Like I said, Dave Chappelle had spoke on this before, and Dave Chappelle said that he offended, right? That's like, Eminem going to the BET Awards, what Dave Chappelle said, and Eminem going to the BET Awards, and they had an award for Nigga of the Year. And it said that the BET Awards said, and the Nigga of the Year is Eminem. It would be a slap in the face based on the fact that black people have been enduring that degrading word, like I said, when it had the negative connotation, until Tupac added his flavor to it, till we flipped it and made it into a positive thing amongst the communications between African American brothers and sisters, right? Usually when it first started off, it meant something demeaning. And so when Tisa Tells used that word, she means it to be demeaning, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a term of endearment at all. We have to understand that, right? And so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because you got to understand where I'm coming from, man. What if it were Jamila Jamil? The actress Jamila Jamil? What if it was her, right? Let's talk resemblance for a minute. You know what I mean? Tisa Tells looks strikingly similar to the actress Jamila Jamil. The same eyes, nose, hair texture, a skin tone. They could be sisters if you know who Jamila Jamil is. She's an actress, right? Now imagine this. I want you to imagine this. And this is how sometimes they prop up some people and then they tear down others. And it's selective. It's like the justice system. And, the selective prosecution and who we gonna hold accountable this week.
Thanks for the thumbs up.
We really ain't worrying about that, And so, imagine this. If Jamila Jamil, a Pakistani Indian actress, got on IG Live and used the N-word, claiming it was just a joke or that she was one of us, right? Would she survive that? You gotta really, truly, honestly ask yourself that question, right? Would cancel culture give her a pass? No. The internet, basically, as it's done to so many other people, selectively, whenever they want to select, whoever they want to select, right? They would basically shred her. They would shred her. So you gotta ask yourself, so why is Tisa Tells, a virtual unknown before this, being defended, praised, or even platformed after doing exactly that? Nobody called, from what I understood when I heard her said that Diddy wouldn't invite some guy to his private parts. He didn't call her any kind of name. He just basically said that she was lying and where was the RICO and all of that.
That's what he said.
She really got beside herself and got indignant and very disrespectful. So I'm going to ask again. So why is Tisa Tells a virtual unknown, ladies and gentlemen? Right? Seems like she being propped up by somebody, right?
Right.
A virtual unknown before this, being defended, praised, or even platformed after doing exactly that, and she's not black or African American. So she can go and use that word casually now? Disrespect and degrade people? You gotta ask yourself that question, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta ask yourself that question. So I gotta ask you this. So where's the outrage now? Where's the outrage? Nobody saying nothing? Nobody cares about it?
I heard it.
Like I said, once again, a lot of people have been trying to embrace her. Listen, I want you to understand something. And this goes into when I say, the lie and proving the lie, right? The courthouse lie, disinformation in real time, ladies and gentlemen. Or should I say the courthouse lies and disinformation in real time that Tisa Tells was giving out. And when confronted with that is when she started to hurl the N-word slurs and so on and so forth. Right? You got to understand that. This is only straight game TV. We only going to do it straight, no chaser, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, come on.
We only going to do it like that. And listen, and just when you think it couldn't get worse, Tisa, listen, falsely claimed that the U.S. Marshals put the courthouse on lockdown.
Y'all, any subscribers that's in the bushes, that's watching of Tisa Tells, y'all be careful over there. You got to watch who you following. You got to watch it. because the
Because
lies
of her.
is dangerous.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear what I just said? During the Diddy trial, right? Tisa tells falsely claimed that the U.S. Marshals put the courthouse on lockdown, because of her. That she caused the security escalation, if you will. Right? Once again, wanting to be more important to the situation than one actually is, right? Tisa tells, yes, falsely claimed that the U.S. Marshals put the courthouse on lockdown because of her during the Diddy verdict, ladies and gentlemen. Right? That she caused the security escalation, ladies and gentlemen. It had nothing to do with Diddy, his high profile, the verdict, none of those things.
She made it about her.
Basically, is what she said, right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's be clear. That's a flat out lie. That was a flat out lie, ladies and gentlemen, right? Footage from Oda on Go shows exactly what caused the disruption. Despite Tisa Tells saying that, somebody else footage, right, from Oda on Go shows exactly what caused the disruption.
Oda.
A woman in the crowd had her bare chest oiled up in public, and law enforcement stepped in to manage the chaos, ladies and gentlemen. But Tisa Tells wanted to steal that joy or that attention and tried to make it seems as if it was about her. Once again, falsely boosting any kind of credibility that she thinks that she may have. Listen.
We in church.
Tisa Tells twisted the narrative to insert herself as the antagonist, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say protagonist, ladies and gentlemen, in a story that had nothing to do with her. Absolutely, positively nothing to do with her.
Wow.
That's not journalism. That's narcissism.
Oh.
So are we dealing with a narcissist? That it has to be about me? And it seems that way because you got to understand something. When the verdict didn't come out like Tisa Tells was selling it, you know, being the narcissist that she is, when the verdict did not come out like she thought it should, she began to call the jury stupid, uneducated people. That's why they pick these dumb people, and so on and so on and so forth, right? You know, Diddy's lawyers, they're cheating, they're doing this, they're doing that. All of these other accusations that were not accurate based on the fact that the narrative that she was pushing did not come to fruition. So now it was degrade, condemn, name call, and be petty as possible because that's the only place that she could go at that particular time. I need you to understand what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. I need to understand, come in here, sit down, shut the door. I got something to tell you. No. There's nothing really going on, ladies and gentlemen. Like I just told you just now. That was not about Tisa Tells. That was about a woman in the crowd who had her bare chest oiled up in public, and law enforcement stepped in to manage the chaos, ladies and gentlemen. But Tisa Tells twisted the narrative to insert herself as the protagonist in a story that had nothing to do with her. Absolutely, positively nothing to do with her. That's not journalist, ladies. That's not a journalist, ladies. That's a narcissist. That's somebody who wants it to be about them at all costs. It has to be about me. If it ain't about me, it ain't about nothing. That's basically what she's saying. You understand what I'm saying? And that's a common thread and theme that she pushes, if you will, right? And I want you to understand why this video matters and why what I'm talking about really, truly, honestly matters. Why this matters and the deeper harm that it might do, when you think about the big picture. This big picture, people here, right? The situation isn't just messy, it's dangerous.
Right, that's what we at.
Dangerous.
It's dangerous.
And here's why. Like I said, when you're dealing with somebody like this and who probably doesn't even deal with African Americans on a daily basis, if you will. False identity for credibility, ladies and gentlemen. Did you hear that? False identity for credibility. It would be as if I was acting as if I was white. You know what I mean? And trying to give them false identity because I may have been on the lighter side of Sears, if you want to call it that, right? And so, once again, like I said, false identity for credibility. Pretending to be black give Tisa a voice she didn't earn. Once again, pretending to be black gives Tisa Tells a voice she didn't earn. She exploited the weight of our lived experience. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, because she does this all, she's exploiting the weight of our lived experience to speak on behalf of our communities. And she really, truly, honestly knows nothing about it, because if you understand, the first word that she goes to when she's criticized or confronted is to call somebody these dusty N-words, and and calling men bitches, and so on and so forth, like I said. And she just gets beside herself, ladies and gentlemen. And another thing, like I said, once again, the use of the N-word casually, if you will, right? Or should I say the casual use of the N-word, if you will. Her use of the N-word as a joke is disgusting. It's disgusting. Like I
Hit
said,
the like
once
button,
again,
y'all.
it's disgusting. We know people who get online of African descent or African American, right? And they speak, like I said, from the culture, hip hop, or whatever have you, right? Usually get a pass. That's the way certain people deal with things. They can't be mad. But like I said, when it comes from someone like Tisa Tells, who's masquerading as a black person but truly is not, it's an insult. It's disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. It's disgusting, right? So her use of the N-word basically is appalling. The word carries centuries of pain, resistance, and reclamation, right? Reclamation, I'm sorry. And you don't get to use it because you feel black today. I feel like I'm black today. Let me casually call somebody, the N-word or whatever, right? So once again, we have to understand that from the bigger point of what I'm saying today. Simple and plain. Just y'all hear this, calling people, and like I said, and then when confronted, oh, it was a joke. I'm one of y'all, basically. I'm one of us. You know what I mean? I'm one of y'all. Like how, right? And we don't know who she is or where she comes from that perspective. Usually, when you understand, and people that work hard, to like either stop trying to stop African American.
And basically what it is, everybody is just sick of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when every time when somebody says something, they try to say somebody is jealous. Nobody is jealous. Nobody is a Diddy fan. Nobody is rooting for Diddy. But you, as a journalist, you have to come out and you have to tell the truth because it makes you look crazy. You promised your people during the trial that he was going to get a RICO and he was going to spend the rest of his life in prison. How could have had that answer when nobody knew? You promised all those thousands of people that was in your chat. She promised every last one of them people in there that Diddy was going away for the rest of his entire life. She said Diddy's done. He finished. You can't promise your chat things like that. All you supposed to have did was went in that courthouse, got the information, came out and gave it to your chat correctly. Okay? Saying that Tisa is not black. She said she is. I'm confused. Well, baby, we listen. He's saying that she is Indian and what did he say, y'all? Did he say Spanish or something like that? I don't know. One of the two. But she's not black. But she's just using the N-word because she feel like if people feel like she black, it's okay for you to use the N-word. It's really not okay to use the N-word. I don't give a damn what color you is. But this is not about jealousy. It's not about how many numbers, how many views you got. What is about that you are standing up on national TV and on the national TV, on the social medias, and you are angry. You're angry. You're doing angry content. You're not speaking from a good place. and you have so many followers. And the thing about it, it's very dangerous because you are responsible for what content you put out. You're responsible for your whole spiritual line. Everybody has their own spiritual line. And you are responsible for every person that you lead astray. Okay? Every person that you lead astray, you are going to be accountable for all of them. Every other content creator went into that courthouse. They came back and gave us facts. They gave us facts of what the transcript said and what happened inside of the courthouse. Tisa came back and she turned everything around. He had 0.1 or something of the drugs. She came back and told her people that it was 5 point something of the drugs. What in the hell is going on? All you got to do is just tell the truth. And so that's where the backlash is coming from. It's not coming from a jealous place of people. Okay? She's a pretty girl, okay. But you're not giving straight news. You said that these black men have surrounded you, got you in a damn circle. And you said that these black men called you all kind of bitchs and called you all these names and said that they were going to unalive you. You said that these black men, these content creators, these journalists have surrounded you at the Diddy trial on federal grounds when you got 2 armed security guards. And you said that they called you all kind of bitchs and they said that they was going to unalive you. Now y'all better listen, because that's dangerous. And because of the content that she's giving out, I hate Diddy campaign, okay? That they will believe her over those innocent content creators that did not say that to her. They will believe her. She will get somebody locked the F-U-C-K up and throw away the damn key because Tisa Tales have told these people that these black men have surrounded her and wanted to unalive her when that was never the case. Where are the charges? Where are the warrants? Where are these 2 men? Why are they not locked up? And they did this in front of 2 federal officers. Everybody camera was going at all times. Why we don't have that on camera? That is dangerous. Y'all men, y'all better be careful out here dealing with women like that, because we're not Diddy fans, but we like the truth. Okay? We like the truth. The jury was disgusting to her. She was disgusted by the jury. They was ignorant. They was stupid. Because she had told her whole chat that Diddy was going away and he was getting the RICO. We got the RICO, y'all. This was before the jury even was back there trying to get it together. She said, we got the RICO, y'all. Yeah, we going to get the RICO. We got it. I promise you this. Diddy's going to jail. He's going to jail for the rest of his life. Oh, we got it. We got Diddy. Okay? So you can't do that. I couldn't have promised y'all when I was going through when I was hosting the trial on my channel with y'all. I never said that he was going to prison. I didn't never say he was going to get out of prison or he was getting RICO. I never said that. All we did was watch what was happening, discuss the evidence and things like that. I would never be able to promise y'all that he was going to prison. I can't promise y'all now how much time he gonna get because I don't know. It's not in my hands. But she put it in her hands. And she gave these people all this information that was not freaking true, y'all. It wasn't true. She had no knowledge. The way she was doing her commentary, it was making you think that she had inside information. They said each channel that walked through that federal doors to that courtroom, that the feds was watching each one of their channels. She gave out the name of one of the jurors, or either don't quote me, or either one of the witnesses. She said the name on her channel. Nothing never happened to her. Content creators now that heard that went back and watched it on her video, and nothing never happened to her. So y'all, we're not living in a fair world. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because she was getting privileges in that courtroom when it's first come first serve. And Nika Knight said that it's first come first serve. I don't give a damn who you is and what your content is, but she was able to manage to get in that courtroom every day. It's not fair. Nobody is jealous. Everybody keeps saying that everybody's jealous. Everybody's jealous. No, ain't nobody jealous. Everybody don't want to sit there and watch this lady get more privileges when they're the same people. They covering the same trial. If one content creator couldn't get in there, she shouldn't have been able to be allowed to get in there either. Okay? She shouldn't. Don't leave your people astray. Tell them the truth, because you're going to be accountable for everybody that run up and down your chat. All you need to do is just be fair and don't pick a side when you're doing content. But if it don't look right, you should be able to speak on that. But just don't give them false hope. It's a lot of people in this woman chat hate Diddy and never met him before in their entire life. And I think that's the sickest thing I have ever heard in my life. How do you hate somebody that you never knew? How do you hate somebody that you ain't never met in your entire life? You don't have enough sense to sit down and say, let me listen to the evidence. Let me listen to the charges that's against them. See, they put that tape out watching Diddy assault Cassie. They said, we're going to put this out in the atmosphere first. We're going to let this sink in to the mindsets of the ones that, feel sorry for people, and regardless of the truth. Okay? Y'all people was targeted. When they put that tape out of Diddy doing what he was never supposed to do, put his damn hands on a woman, but they put that tape out so it can marinate in the people that don't live by fairness, the truth. Okay? That's why that video was put out. And then now we can go to court. We're going to keep showing this video, even though that he's not being charged for this video. We're going to put it out there so America can go ahead and already say we want Diddy gone. When it still didn't matter to the world, it mattered to those 12 jurors. That's what it mattered. No, I don't like no man to put his damn hands on no damn woman at all. A man should never put his damn hands on a woman. That tape was very disgusting. I couldn't stand it. For him to have daughters, it was disgusting. But if the evidence show some things that he did not do in court, his ass don't deserve to be charged with it. Okay? That's the mindset you're supposed to have. Okay, he wrong, he nasty. He did freak-offs. He's a nasty little ass man. Okay? He disgusting. But the evidence don't show what they are accusing him for to take this man away for the rest of his entire life. The evidence don't show it, so I can sleep at night. Let me tell you this. Listen to this. So I can sleep at night. So I can have a good night's sleep. I'm going to be fair. Okay, that part wasn't right. But I really don't believe that the evidence is making sense. The evidence is not making sense, so I can't just say I'm going to put him away because what he did to Cassie, what he did to Jane. You still got to be fair because you in a freaking court. You in a court. There's a judge, there's a juror. Okay? There's a judge, there's a juror. You got to go through all of that. But you have to be fair. You can't sit down and tell these people that you don't like him because you seen him whooping somebody on the damn TV. Okay? He done been charged for that. We done with that damn charge right there. It's over with. He was wrong as fuck. He was never supposed to put his damn hands on this woman. But the charges that he's been charged with It's not looking like the jury said he didn't do it because it was not guilty. We can't say, okay, we're going to make him guilty because we see him whooping on Cassie. Okay? We can't charge him for the stuff that he did not do because y'all seen the tape of him whooping Cassie. You got to be fair. You got to clean your hearts out. Whoever did something to you, abused you, because that's what that tape was targeting, the women that have been abused, the fair ones. We can't charge him with that because the jury said he didn't do it. But you don't want this man locked up for the rest of your life, do you? For some things that he did not do. Do you? If you do, you might need to do a heart check. You might need to get your heart checked and really find out what type of fucking person you are. Because why would I want this man locked up for something he didn't do because of something he did do because we see the tape? What is wrong with America, the American people? I just want them locked up. It's so many people that have not watched a little bit, Kimberly, of this fucking case. They have not watched the case. They ain't listened to the evidence. All they seen was him kicking Cassie up and down that hallway. So they didn't want to hear nothing else. Send him away for the rest of his life. Do y'all not know how many black men that's in those prisons right now that ain't did a damn thing? It's just because of the color of their damn skin or what they may have did before and the charges that they did not do, they ass is locked up for. Y'all, that's sad. And then y'all take y'all same evil hearts and get on your knees and ask God to pray for your children. Pray for you when you're hurting. Make that make sense. Because God know your heart. He knows your heart. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. And I'm not in the business of changing nobody. I'm working on me. But I know damn well white, black, Puerto Rican, Chinese, I don't give a damn what color he was. If I seen Bruce Lee kicking the shit out of his woman all the way up and down the hallway, okay? And then he went to court for these same charges with Diddy. And the evidence came back like it did. I'd be like, yeah, they shouldn't lock Bruce Lee up because he ain't done did that shit. Now, he did whoop Cassie ass. He done that. People, he done that. But let it go. But he didn't do it by himself. I watched Tisa Talks go on her channel and said that Diddy is turning up names. He's turning up people, and y'all go look at it right now. He done turned people in, and she had all these faces on her thumbnail. Do y'all know that Diddy have not told on a damn soul? Y'all gonna be accountable. We all gonna be accountable for some stuff. But y'all going to be accountable for putting out false information. And I'm not talking about accountable to man. I'm talking about accountable to God. Because you're leading his people. Anybody that's in your spiritual line, in your chat, those are God's people. Those people don't belong to you. They don't belong to you. He didn't turn up a soul. But that's what she put on her channel because she's feeding the angry people. She's feeding the angry people. All the ones that hate him, she was making sure she fed them every hateful, every disgusting thing. And then you lay down and you pray and ask God to heal your family, heal your children, heal your mama. Protect me. After you done degraded one of God's children, whether you like Diddy or not, and you don't like the things that he do, but we still all serve the same God. We all do. I don't know what color she is, baby. Let me catch these comments because I've got upset. I can tell you why I don't like Diddy. Once I heard about the lawsuit regarding the where is the see, that's what I'm saying. Where did you get that from, baby? Nancy, where did you get that from? Where are, let me tell you something. Hold on, let me say so many different lawsuits about children abuse and nasty sex addiction. Okay, listen. Where are, show me those charges and I'm gonna be mad with you. I'm gonna be mad. Me and you gonna be mad as hell with Diddy. Because when they first showed this trial, they said that he was messing with underage people. He was having one on same sex, excuse me, essay. They said he was doing this, he was doing that. We don't see any of that. So Nancy, tell me and show me, and I'm gonna go look for those under because he's able to get. He won't be able to get that much time, in my opinion, because just like the lawyers said, and because there was no underage people. See what I'm saying? Everybody is hating people for things that we really don't have no knowledge of. If that man have had an underage anything, I'd be saying, oh my God, he disgusting, he nasty, and we don't want to have nothing to do with him. But where is that charge? Where's the underage charge? I don't see it. I've been looking for it. I can't find it. That's not fair. So don't you think R. Kelly should get that pardon? I don't know about R. Kelly. I did watch the trial. I did cover the trial. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what R. Kelly should get. Because for one, I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. Okay? I ain't got no heaven or no hell to put Diddy in. And I'm not going to put my mouth on it like that. But what I'm saying is we cannot continue to put out false things to get a black man locked up for the rest of his life if that's not what he did. Did he turn in? I know he snitched on Jay. Okay, Christopher, where's that at? Where's it at, Christopher? You say he snitched on Jay-Z. Where is it? Where is it? I thought Tisa said she is black. I don't think so. She's not black. Well, I already know he was going to come home. He's a billionaire. But money didn't buy him. His money couldn't save him, Christopher. His money couldn't save him. He was trying to get these people his houses, his planes. He's trying to give them everything. And they wouldn't let him out. So that's not true. That's not true. But no, he's not home yet. He's not released, Christopher. YouTubers reported this. Dang, maybe you're right. It's not only Tisa. Other YouTubers reported this about the child abuse. Now I'm questioning everything. Yes, Nancy, you have to question everything. You just can't you gotta think about it. You gotta listen to it. You gotta watch. I watch several content creators that's covering the thing. Uda is a fair one. Nick at Night is a fair one. Miss Infurious Cynthia, a fair one. Who else I watched during the trial? I forgot. It's a lot of them. Oh, the baddest blogger. He from my city, North Carolina. Ratchet TV. They just literally reporting what's happening in the courtroom. Don't come back and make up your own stuff. Trump decided to give R. Kelly a pardon to get released a little earlier. He was originally supposed to serve. So where's that at? I haven't seen that either. Yeah, I like to have facts. I like to have facts. But I just don't want y'all to be led astray. Okay? You have to have your own opinion. Just because you like content creators, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just because you like it, you still supposed to have your own opinion. And it's a lot of people that's home and don't have no family, don't have no friends, and they gravitate to certain content creators. There's nothing wrong with that. But if my people come in my chat, my YouTube family, if I'm wrong, they going to tell me. They going to be like, no, love, it's not like that. You don't just sit there and agree with people when they wrong. You never agree with people when they wrong, just so you can have a place to go when you so used to being in that chat. It's okay to check me. Be like, no, love, that ain't what they said. You know, you got to be able to do that instead of going along with the lie. I don't want nobody around me that's going just ride with me just because, but they don't got no love. You don't got no love for nobody when you can't tell them the truth. Is there footage? Look online. Um, it's facts. It's online. Okay, well I gotta check it out. Ross said, Tisa being harassed. Tisa being harassed. She probably is being harassed because it's people that stink, and it's not no excuse for nobody to be harassed. Don't get me wrong, baby. But what I'm saying is, it's people that feel strongly about this case the same way she feels strongly about him going to prison. So with them seeing the lies that I know that I seen that she telling, okay, they confronted her. I don't know about the harassment. I don't know if that's the truth coming from her because she's not been made credible because she said that these black people were surrounding her and the prison, the courthouse had to be locked down to rush her out of there. And these people told her that they was going to unalive her. So no, I don't believe nothing she say. I'm sorry. Okay? And when they found Jane and them to be telling them lies on the stand, I don't think they should have been credible at all either. Because they said that this black man had hung them over a balcony. He was in one city and they was in the next. It didn't work out. Okay? That wasn't the truth. So it's a lot of lies going on. Um, so if Tisa being harassed, all she need to do is come back on her platform and make it right with God. And say, y'all, I apologize. I was stretching the truth a little bit. I even was adding some things on that was not true. I apologize to y'all. I don't never want to lead y'all astray. That's all she had to do. All she really had to do, in my opinion, is go in the courtroom and come back out and report the same news that everybody else was reporting. Don't sugarcoat this, but she promised her check. All the women that have been abused, and SA'd and things like that, those are the people that gravitated to her because they seen that tape. They didn't give a damn if any of the stuff that they said that he did wasn't right. They didn't give a damn. He was already guilty of whatever the hell they charged him with because of that tape of him and Cassie. And they knew what they was doing when they leaked that tape. Hold on, bitch. We ain't even gonna give you a name because I didn't even see your comment, ho. Where you at? I don't even see it. It must wasn't meant for me to see your raggedy ass comment. Okay, because you one of them weirdos too. That you done probably been abused in your life. And you thinking your abuser is walking the street. You ain't never took charges out on him. So you over here after Diddy just like Tisa. That's what's going on? Yeah. So you better take your little raggedy little wounded ass away from here because that ain't what we get ready to do. Okay? All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is definitely not the chat to play in. We're not gonna play. We're not gonna play over here. Okay? We're not gonna play over here. You tell your mother, Tisa tells, that she need to tell the damn truth, and these people probably wouldn't say nothing to her. Okay? That's what you do. So go play somewhere else. All right? Because I'm definitely not the one. So anyhow, that's what's going on. That's the reason why y'all see the content creators that was all at the trial having such a strong opinion because they are saying one thing and she is saying another. And 20 people, 20 content creators against her is stretching the truth and adding stuff to it. It's not right. And then they're going to name call the jury. Name called them. We're getting a RICO. We're getting one. You guys, we're getting a RICO. Oh my God, y'all, Diddy's going to jail for the rest of his life. We're going to get, oh, dirty Diddy. We're going to get him. We're going to get him. This is her talking to her chat. Ain't no way you can tell these people that you're going to get Diddy when you ain't in the damn jury. You're not a jury. Listen to the evidence. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all go watch Tasha K. When she interviewed the sex worker, the one that's suing Cassie for giving him an STD and aborting his child. Y'all go listen to his interview. Listen to his interview. Listen to his interview. Tisa tells her never go listen to that interview. We're not Diddy fans, but we are going to be fair. Because if it was your brother, your cousin, your uncle, your father, your nephew, you wouldn't, oh no, yeah, he done beat her. My nephew, he beat the girl in the hallway, okay? But he did not do that. There was other charges. He didn't do those. You would want your nephew or your husband or your son to have a fair damn trial. You would want your nephew to have a fair trial, people. But no, we can't give Diddy a fair trial. No, no, he's beneath us. No, he's not. He belongs to God just like we do. I don't give a damn what we did. God forgive us for our sins. So you don't think that, oh, he's not going to forgive Diddy. He just going to forgive me. What? What kind of freaking world are we living in, y'all? We all serve the same God. Diddy is his child. So who are we to put our mouth on him? Who are we? Let this thing be fair. Stop being wounded. Anybody have did any kind of thing to you that was disgusting, that was wrong, it was just that person who did it. Okay? It wasn't every freaking man. Some of these women out here that get hurt by men and you don't like no damn men. One black person do something to you, you mad at all the damn black people. One white person do something to you, you mad at all the damn white people. That's some weird, weak ass shit. That is so weird. Be mad at the damn one that did it, but you still got to forgive him because that's what God did when he was on the cross getting crucified. I know that y'all can forgive a person if God can get crucified on the cross, and while he getting crucified, he asking his father to forgive them for they know not what they do. So who are you not to forgive somebody? Who are you? It's people did things to me in my life that I had to forgive. I don't want no hold on me. Nope. I got to forgive them. And forgiveness is for you. It's for your freedom. It's for your freedom. You can't seriously be mad at this man named Puff Daddy Sean Combs, whatever his name is, and you never in your life met him. That's evidence that somebody have did something to you similar, and you're taking it out on somebody else that never touched you, never met you. If that's the world that we living in, this is a sick ass world. It's sick. People about serving the same God. People that are Muslims, listen, let me tell you something, Nancy. Let me fix you real quick. They don't serve Jesus Christ. Trust me, not sure who did he serve. Okay, let me explain something to you, baby. If you know your words, since you said you is a Christian, the Bible says that let me say it again. Every, not one, not some. Okay, you ready? Every knee shall bow. You hear me? So I don't care who you serving on earth. You hear me? But when God get ready to come like a thief in the night, baby, he said every knee shall bow. Okay? And we ain't gonna argue religion because that ain't what I do. Okay, Nancy? So I don't agree with you. So we can agree to disagree. But I know what the word says. The word says that every knee shall bow. Okay? All right? Every. So you can serve a dog right now if you want. But when it all said and done, baby, he said every knee shall bow. Not some of the knees. Not half of the knees. Not two knees. Not one knee. He said every. Okay? So that's what we gonna go with that. No disrespect. But yeah. All right? Did he serve the same God as you? Okay? As me. As all of us that do serve God. But at the end of the day, that's who you got the answer to. Okay? All right. So anyhow, I'm not about to do this today. I got to get up and cook my dinner for my family. All right? Kendra said, I miss y'all, Blue family. I miss you too, Kendra girl. But anyhow, that's what we going to do. And I'm not about to go backwards and forward with not a soul about nothing. I'm just trying to help somebody. Because you sitting over there mad at a man, over there cursing and sinning yourself, okay, in a dark place because you mad at somebody you ain't never met. I could never be mad at that man. I ain't never met him. I don't like what he do. I didn't like what he did. But I'm not mad at him because I don't know him. I don't have no personal relationship with no damn Sean Puffy Cone. If you could get on the internet and you could be so upset, oh God, I hate him, 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 I hate this man. What the fuck? How do you hate somebody you have never met? How? What if God said that about you? God give us chance and we mess up again. God give us another chance. We mess up again. He give us another chance. And the Bible says he forgives us 70 times 7 a day. Man is so terrible. They give up on you so damn quick. Thank you, Robin. Man will give up on you so quick. Shut up, Knights. Shut up. You need help. Y'all people are so brainwashed. Y'all, well, you can tell when the Tisa tell people. Y'all listen, y'all don't touch them. Let them play. Let them play in the chat because you can tell when they have been brainwashed and they can't come out of it. They stuck. They stuck in a hole. These people is stuck. I'm just trying to help you, Knight. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at Tisa, baby. I'm not mad at her. But what I'm telling you is people got to stop judging people and they don't never met them. Yeah, they never met these people. Yeah, it's sickening. This woman promised her people a Rico. She promised them. She preached to them. Do y'all not know on the other side of those phones with those people that they was, let me get you out of here, ho. But do y'all not know on the other side of those phones that those people probably was crying? They probably was crying because this lady promised them a Rico. Look at her people that's coming over here. They so mad that I'm calling them out for being so slow. Because that's what it's given. Watch somebody else so you can get the truth. This lady has lied to y'all. They ain't get ready to tell you that. They not going to put their mouth on Trump, Kendra. They not. These people is diehard fans of Tisa, and they ain't never met her. They ain't never met her. So we understand why they going so hard for not to hate Diddy. Somebody they never. I don't hate him. I don't know him. I don't know him. We got a whole president of the United States, just like you said, on our TV, and he done did some things that Diddy done did. They ain't saying nothing about that. See, you picking and choosing who you decide you gonna like. That's weird. It's weird. Girl. And what do you think Tisa is, baby? What do you, and I don't never want to meet her either. So what do you think that Tisa is? See, let me tell you something. Anytime that the flow of the Lord is moving and when people is telling you anything about God, how you know that I'm on the right track, Kendra? And who in here with me? And Robin? It's because a witch is going to show up every time you start saying the name Jesus. You hear me? Every time you start saying the name Jesus, a witch is going to show up. A witch, a warlock, a demon, a devil is always going to show up. That's how that you're on the right track. So Nancy, I need you to go get healed. I need you to go watch some other content creators because, baby, you stuck in that dark cloud. We're going to let Nancy go, too. We're going to let her go. Girl, they is so upset, baby. They upset, baby. These people is upset. Get out that dark cloud. That woman is telling your lies. They so mad. They so mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Tisa. But she got to stop lying on our black brothers. That's what our conversation is about. Tisa said that these black men have surrounded her. They call her all kind of bitchs. And she said that they was going to unalive her. Okay? So that is dangerous. So that's why we here today over here. Oh, on Let's Talk with Love. That's why we here. Because nobody's seen that. Now, what if they take that serious of what she said and they go and lock up our black brothers because that's what she decides she want to do on her channel? What she decided to do on Nancy Grace. I feel like that she should apologize to them. Just say she was caught up in the moment by her using the N-word. I think she should apologize. Okay? And I definitely not about to sit up here and argue religion when I know that the word says that every knee shall bow. Okay? All right. We done or we finished? Which one? Because do not come over here playing with me because I don't want to play today. Now, I got to go cook. They need to put all that energy where it belongs and stop being, that's right, distracted. It's bigger than Diddy. We don't care nothing about no damn Diddy, Kendra. We don't care. I don't give a damn because I don't know him. I've never met him. I could never be that serious about somebody I've never met. Hell no. But I do care about our black sons and our black brothers, our black nephews, our black children. Okay? Yeah, she called them the N-word. But that's okay with her supporters. Her supporters feel like that's okay. My supporters, if I was Tisa and I said that, my supporters ain't get ready. They gonna say, now let me tell you something, love. You don't supposed to be saying stuff like that. My people gonna check me. Because that's what we do over here. Y'all just sit in that chat letting that lady say any and everything and y'all still sit over there with her. That's sad. That tells who you are. So no, it's not about Diddy. This is about Tisa saying that these black men have surrounded her, called her bitchs, and said that they wanted to unalive her. Do y'all know what type of charge that carry? That's somebody's son, somebody's nephew, somebody's husband that she told those lies on. So y'all just gonna sit in her chat and let her do that? Since y'all want to come over here trying to check me and get checked. So y'all don't want to go tell her that that's wrong for lying on these men? You just want them in prison too so y'all can run up and down her chat and hipping and hooraying. Yes, that's what this is about. It's not about Diddy. I gives a F-U-C-K, Kendra, about a damn Diddy because I don't know Diddy. He ain't never gave me a penny. Nothing. Do I like if they lie on him? No. Did I like when he drugged Cassie? Hell to the no. Okay? But for Tisa to be lying on these black men, I don't like it. And her people is so confused. They so confused. Nancy came in here confused. I'm so confused because she said that she was black. You need to go discuss that with her. I don't know what her race is. But I know she just lied on these men. Right. She trying to send someone to prison for nothing just because she mad she was wrong. You better talk, Keller Rob. Okay, Kendra? You better talk. She's trying to send these innocent people to prison because she mad at the damn jury. She pissed. She promised them people that she was going to get them a RICO. How in the hell can you promise something when you're not even a jury? You're not on the jury. Y'all, that's dangerous. Y'all gotta be careful with your sons dating women with the spirit like that. You have to be careful because your sons can be sent away for nothing. They could be sent away to prison for nothing. For people lying on them. Do y'all know how many men that's probably inside of the prison systems right now that a woman lied and said he did something to her and he didn't do it? So yes, I feel strongly about this because I have a black son. I have a black grandsons. I have black nephews. I have a black brother. I have a black father. So yes, I feel strongly about her saying this to these black men that they surrounded her and they had to lock down they had to lock down the courthouse to rush her up out of here. That's why I'm inside of her car because these men, they have surrounded me and they called me bitches and they said that they called me bitches and they said they was going to unalive me. What the hell? What the hell? Why would you do that? That's bad. And there's so many women that's in her chat that heard her say that on Nancy Grace that got black sons, that got black grandsons, that got brothers. And they need somewhere to hang out. You got to start loving yourself and you don't need no content creator to lay up under because you bored and lonely. That lady lied, y'all. She said the jury didn't see the case how she seen it. How did she see it? The jury seen the case better than we can ever. Yes, you better say it. They didn't have the tapes. We couldn't see half of the stuff. Wasn't even in there, but they had to listen to the thing. They had to watch the videos of the SEX. I mean, everything. But no, that's what this is about. This is not about what Tisa did and all this other stuff. This is about her lying on these men. And these men could have got went to prison for the rest of their life. And she would have stuck to the story, y'all. That's what scares me. She would have stuck to the story. Yes, they did. They said they was going to unalive me. They did. They called me all these names. They had to rush me out of there and they had to put me in a car. They had to put me in a car. She had to make this about her because she needed the attention off her because she promised her chat of Rico. So she said, I got to make them feel sorry for me. I got to make them feel sorry for me so they won't be mad at me and they won't leave my channel because I promised them a Rico. So she decided to turn it. That's why I said call him the Tisa Tail crime wolf. She promised these people a Rico and they didn't get it. So she had to make it about her so they could feel sorry for her so they could forget about what's really going on. Thank you, Kendra, because we don't need no more of them demons over here because they don't get the concept of what we talking about. We talking about their whatever they call her over there to them. We talking about how she tried to get some men to go to prison. Okay? We're not talking about Puff Daddy Sean Combs, whatever his name is. We ain't talking about him. We talking about how she said that these people had to rush her up out of the courthouse and how she said that they said they was going to unalive her. That's what we talking about. Okay? So they can't comprehend too well because for some reason they thinking we over here protecting Sean Combs. I give a damn about Sean Combs. I don't give a damn about Puffy Sean Combs. Don't have nothing to do with that. What it got something to do with is this woman lying on these men. Okay? Okay? That's what it's about. We don't know that damn man. That's right, Kimberly. We don't know him. All we know is Tisa tried to get these men to go to prison. They try to unalive her. Rush her out of the courthouse and send her on. She got 2 armed guards and all of these things. People was defending the fact that you was going in there lying. People that feel strongly about this case like you do, Tisa. That's what they was defending. They was telling you, where's the Rico? And they would have never asked you where was the Rico if you wouldn't have promised your chat the Rico. And your chat is so mad at everybody that come out here and try to tell you that. Okay? Why your chat so angry? I could never be brainwashed by a content creator. Okay? I could never be that traumatized that I could run the chat and say crazy stuff. You sounding crazy because we don't care about Diddy. We don't care nothing about Tisa. But what we do care is what she have to say out her damn mouth about these black men that try to unalive, that she said that they try to unalive her. They rushed her out the courthouse. How she told that on Nancy. That's what we care about because that's somebody's son. Those are somebody's sons that she said that about. Those are somebody's fathers, grandsons, nephews. So no, we're not gonna let you get them locked the F up because you in your feelings because you promised your chats of Rico. So you had to turn it around and make it about you because you couldn't give them what you promised them. She couldn't give them what she promised. She promised them people that. And so the content creators wanted to know where was the Rico. Then she said he was a cooperator. That's right, with the government. That's right, trying to get his life put in danger. But she don't want to talk about that. Exactly. Look at Joyful, y'all. Everybody look at Joyful. Look at Joyful, y'all. This what she said. Everybody that's in here, 44 people. I want you to look at this comment. Let me pin you, Joyful. Let me pin you. Because this is when you need help. We're gonna pin her comment. Okay? Joyful says, so she is somebody's child. Or whatever. That's what she said. Of course, she's somebody's child. But what that gotta do with her being somebody's child, lying on these two men, saying they call her bees and try to unalive her? Joyful, comment. I want you to comment. Make that make sense. So you want these men, so that means you agree with her. That's what that's giving. You agree with her. That's just lie on the black boys. Because she said they was dirty, they was broke, they didn't have nothing. That's how she addressed them. So you agree with them. So we got to get you from over here. Because see, your mindset don't go as far as my ceiling. Okay? Your mindset don't go as far as this ceiling. Because, baby, you not understanding what's going on over here. Joyful, you understand me? You not understanding what I'm talking about. I don't think you comprehend very well. Because what the fuck? And she's somebody's child and mother too? What are you talking about? She lied on these people, baby. Girl, I'm going to let you go. I saw Ratchet TV harass her. Yeah, it's pitiful. She lied and they not someone else's child too. I'm going to let you go because, baby, I tried so hard to help you and you are stuck. You stuck and I don't know if you're going to be able to get unstuck, baby, because all that I have said and you still over there talking about she's somebody's child. So it's okay for her to lie on these men. Okay? So just what Joyful saying, y'all. She's saying it's okay for her to lie on these two men and say that they said they was gonna unalive her. It's okay, y'all. It's okay. That's Tisa. Tisa talk. Yeah, that's Tisa. She can lie on who she want and she can get these men put in prison all she want. Okay? So we can't help her, y'all. We can't help her. We tried, baby. Joyful, we praying for you, baby. We hope that it doesn't hit your home, your doorstep. Okay? We hope that it don't hit your doorstep with your nephews, your sons, your cousins, your brothers, and things like that. Because, baby, you're going to need some help. You're gonna need some help. I'm going to let her go. I'm gonna let her go. She don't get it. She don't get it. She don't get it. If she has her receipts, then let her prove herself. Exactly. Let her see it. No, it's not okay for her to lie. She went on Nancy Grace and lied. I watched her lie while she was there. Thank you, Kathy Rose. That's what I'm saying. She lied and they not someone else's child too. And they somebody else's child. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. You cannot, we're not talking about Diddy. We ain't supporting Diddy over here. Okay? But when they go in that courthouse and they got evidence that he didn't do something, okay, well, you need to throw it out. You need to let it go. It need to not be guilty. We mad as hell with him for putting his hands on the damn woman because he never supposed to do it. But that's not what we going to court for, okay? We through with that part. But for her to lie on these two content creators that stepped to her about her content that she put out, because she put it out there. She said that you're going to get a Rico. We're going to get him gone. Diddy's gone. Diddy's gone, you guys. He's gone. He's gone for the rest of your life. I promise you guys, he's gone. He's gone. And then when these guys walk up to you and says, where's the Rico? Where's the Rico? Oh, you dusty, you disgusting, you filthy, and you this and you that. And that's what they said and called them the N-words and things like that. And then you turn around and get on Nancy and then you get the crying wolf. Yes, because they rushed me out of there. Oh, my God. And they put me in a circle. And she said they were foaming out the mouth like damn dogs. She said that these men were foaming out the mouth like dogs. They was foaming out the mouth like dogs. And they said that they was going to unalive her. Get the F-U-C-K out of here. And you coming over here on my damn chat talking about she's somebody's mother and child too. Girl, you better go get you some help. It's giving you, it's no husband, it's no family, and you live with you and your cat. Because what the hell is you talking about? This has nothing to do with none of that. She's salty after the verdict. She's mad. That's the reason why she had to make up that story, in my opinion, because she needed her chat. She needed her chat focus to not be on her lying. So now they in there, oh, Tisa, oh, Tisa, oh, Tisa. Oh, God, they should have never. Oh, God, Tisa, be careful, Tisa, be careful, Tisa. Oh, my God, get some bodyguards. Take an order out. Oh, Tisa, 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 Tisa. That's what she wanted because she promised them. Kimberly said that woman crazy. And she did say that. Yes, she did. But that woman wanted to focus off of her because she promised these people a Rico. How in the F-U-C-K can you promise your chat a Rico when you're not on the jury? I'm confused about it. But it's okay. But y'all be careful. Watch your sons, your nephews, your grandsons. Y'all gonna have to go back to the old days where we have to check out the boyfriend or the girlfriend that our children are dating. Okay? We have to, at least we're gonna have to interview them. Y'all, we're gonna have to Google them. You got to interview them because you don't want your sons to be incarcerated because a relationship didn't go right. Okay? Yeah, we got to go back to the old school. It was on some platform. They said that had someone else to go to prison, so it's not the first time. Yeah, it's definitely not the first time. You have to be careful. Y'all be careful. Watch your children. Watch your guys. Even it can happen to girls too, but it's mostly guys. Watch your grandsons. Watch your sons. Warn them about women like this because you do not want them to tell a lie on them and these men be unalive. Okay? That's a false statement. You know damn well she got 2 armed men over there. If they would have said that they was going to K.I., LL, you know what I'm saying? Them armed men would have arrested them right there on site. That was the federal ground. That wasn't state. Those was the feds. Those was the feds. She needs to be stopped. It isn't right, wrongfully. That's right. Locking people up. Yes, Kathy, it's not right. And they over there taking up for it. It's okay to take up for it, but you got to have a damn backbone of your own some type of time. You got to get your own backbone. It's okay. Kendra, Robin, all y'all, my blue family, y'all would have said now, love. Now, you know that man ain't said he was going to unalive you. Now, love, if you ain't going to tell the truth, we going to leave from over here. Now, love, we love you and we watch you. You know, that's what y'all would have told me. My blue family would have said that. Love, they ain't said that to you, love. They ain't said that to you. They ain't said that they were going to unalive you. They ain't put you in no circle, love. My family would have told me that. My chat, my blue family would have said love. Now we were sitting here watching the whole time, love, and they ain't done that to you. Because my chat got a F-U-C-K backbone. I-N-G. My folks that deal with me over here, they got a backbone. They ain't gonna agree with me when I'm wrong. Hell no, because our souls ain't for sale over here. They don't give a damn about me. They don't know me in real life. My chat don't give a damn. But one thing about it, they not about to let me lead them astray. They ain't about to let me lead them astray. We a family over here. And that's what chat's supposed to be. You supposed to have respect for each other. And she's supposed to respect her chat enough not to lie. Now her chat is upset. Because now they listen to the air. That's why they jumping in and out of everybody's chat. And y'all know I'm the baby channel that don't get paid. They even jumping over here with me. Because how can you defend that? You can't sit down and say, damn, she did lie though. She did lie. She did lie to us, y'all. Nobody has enough damn backbones. Y'all scared to say that she lied to us? What the hell? Why y'all can't say that? My chat would. Kendra said quick. Kimberly definitely has said. Robin has said. They gonna be like, love, ain't nobody put your ass in no circle. Ain't nobody called you no B-I-T-C-H. And ain't nobody said they were gonna kill you. Excuse me, y'all. Unalive you. Ain't nobody said that, love. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. You gonna go ahead and tell the truth or I won't be back. My folks ain't doing that. They ain't doing that. Exactly. She is a dangerous woman. She needs to heal the hurt the little girl inside of her. That's what it's given. Right. MP, you said a mouthful there. That's right. That's right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And she was wrong. I just got here, but I agree. She is a mess. Fake people don't know what real is. Y'all better talk. Um, you can't fake and tell. That's right. But it's okay. But see, the thing is, we talk with love over here. And I'm just trying to say that it has this live don't have a damn thing to do with Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, baby oil, none of that shit. It don't have nothing to do with that. But where it gets dangerous at is when this woman said that these men have did things to her that they did not do. That's where it get dangerous at. That's when you better hold on to your sons, your grandsons, and things like that. Hurt people hurt people. That's right. I'm texting through experience. That's right. I was hurt and had childhood trauma. The main reason I don't fool with people, they keep so-called family secrets, keep under the rug. Exactly. Kendra, praying for you, baby. Exactly. Exactly. Because it's giving hurt. And if she cannot minister to her chat, okay? Listen to what I'm saying, y'all. If she can't, because I get so much advice from my chat, from my blue family. I come over here when I need a word or something, some advice, or somebody to give me some tips to do something. But if if she cannot minister her chat needs to minister to her. So I blame the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you. I blame her chat. I blame her chat. Because why y'all not putting y'all favorite content creator in check? Because I don't mind what mines do. Y'all scared? Hmm? Thank you. Thank you so much. But baby, is they scared? Because I hold the chat accountable. Because my family over here is never going to let me sit and just lead them astray. Because the blood will be on my hands if I sit here and lead y'all astray. The blood will be on my hands. YouTube is not that serious. You don't lie on these men. And that girl said they was foaming out the mouth like dogs. What's up, Greg? We got a new sub in the house, y'all. Welcome. She won't be a real woman and apologize. No, and her chat is not going to. Her chat too busy jumping in and out over here, getting blocked and getting told about they getting laid out, and sending them back to the pits of hell where they belong, instead of going over there and saying, Tisa, can we talk? Message her. Tisa, can we talk? Everybody is around the world. They are talking about you, but they're not saying anything bad. All they're saying is that you need to not lie on those men. Okay? Tisa talks. You need to not lie on those men because you could get the men in trouble. You can get the men to go to prison and they didn't even do that to you, Tisa. If I was her supporter, I'd be like, Tisa, that come on, girl. Now you better keep it real. You know damn well they ain't done did that to you. Thank you for the thumbs up. You know damn well, Marissa, you know damn well that them people ain't try to unalive you. They ain't say they were going to do it. You had two armed people right there, Cisa girl. She talked as much shit as they did. Evenly. She told one of them that she mad because Diddy won't let you up your thing. Okay? She bought mainstream by the green lighting it to YouTube. YouTube viewers viewed real news and not biased news and one-sided reporting. You got to keep it in the middle, and Tisa did not do that. This is period. Ty, I love that for you. That's what I'm talking about. I thought I was confused for a minute, y'all, because I started watching her. Nikki said there were women out there telling her she was wrong. I appreciate if they was. Oh, it's out there on the grounds or on her channel? She had 4 bodyguards, 1 on each side. I seen 2, Greg. It's okay, but we gotta pray for her too, y'all. We not mad at her, but she just gotta be careful of putting her mouth on these black men. She can't do that. Cause that could have been one of our sons, nephews, grandsons. I'm a real journalist, so I know she was not doing correct reporting. It was easy to see. Exactly. I'm glad you're a real reporter, so that means you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the beginning of the trial time, I said, what the hell is going on? I watch her for a second, and then I turn over there to Uda. Then I turn to Miss Sylvia. And then I go back to her. I was like, wait a minute now. Because she's saying something totally damn different. Then I go back to Neek. Then I go to the baddest blogger. Then I go to Ratchet. I was just going to all these content creators and all of them was on the same accord. On one accord. The damn transcripts it speaks for itself. She didn't give a damn about what them transcripts said. All she cared about is what the hell she said, and that damn chat was mad as hell with me and the other content creators. Cause I done watch Miss Sylvia. They done jumped in Miss Sylvia chat this morning trying to get on her. Trying to get on her. Famous YouTube talking jump to her. What's your grade? God dang. Yes, ma'am. That isn't cool at all. No, because it could have been our children. Yep, I noticed that too. That's when I said, wait a minute. And I was like, oh, I can't go back over there. Me too, sis. Tisa is delusional and a fast talker. That's why her audience loves her, because they just like her. She talks too fast, so no one can follow what she's saying. So she throwing out the lies, mama, real quick, so they can't catch it. But then they gonna have to step their game up, because it's giving slow. Because baby, that woman not telling the truth at all. She got some truth. But when she just lied on these content creators and said that what they did, it's a no for me. And yes, I feel strongly about it, because the world that we living in now, you don't play no games like that. She stutters. Exactly, Nikki. Yes. Mm-hmm. She stutters. You do. So I said you couldn't even tell she was being brain fed info when she was being hacked by Ratchet. She was waiting for messages to speak on her somehow. Exactly. Ratchet didn't give a damn either. Ratchet or the baddest blogger, neither one did not give a damn. Let me see if I can show y'all something. Let me show y'all. And they feeling sorry for her. Oh, Tisa, Tisa. Yeah, she just lied on these men. They can go to prison on federal grounds. And y'all still feeling sorry for her. That's not right. It's just not right at all. And I don't like it. Right man is facing time and he was putting hits on people. What the hell is this? That's Tisa face up there. Rat man is facing jail time. He went from putting hits on people to now putting. Let's see what this is, y'all. Ron said, wait, she's disrespecting Diddy family. Yeah, she definitely did. Ron says she wants the only voice heard to be her as lying ass. See, Mom Weekend. Y'all, I'm glad it's some people that understand what I'm saying. Let's see what this is, y'all.
Because I said the same thing he said to Tisa.
That's ratchet.
He did worse stuff to me than I did to him by posting up his next court date. Okay, y'all? Hello, welcome to my channel. Please like, share.
I can't really be over here on somebody's
like
content. Let me see what she gonna say real fast. Let me try to get to it.
Man, let me tell y'all something. He came for Tisa. And got people to start digging. I had several lawyers reach out to me in the comment sections and everything and trying to get my information. So I had to put in.
See, everybody is looking for her information.
My email account, y'all.
Let me see.
In the last video.
I remember when she started saying.
I put that in the comment section and pinned it.
Started saying, I like this music and started dancing. Oh, yep, I seen that. She had a mic in her ear, or it was one of the earrings she had on. They were feeding her what to speak on. And you know what? That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense, sir. It makes so much sense. Because they want the public to have their perspective on what she feeding them. And they want to everybody to hate Diddy. Nobody that I watched was actually out there for Diddy. Okay? Everybody was out there for the truth. Okay? It was nobody was really saying Diddy, Diddy, Diddy. They was out there saying that this black man beat a Rico because the evidence that they showed, it didn't work out. Okay? Now, if he was up there, like they said, was messing with underage children, we all probably would have hurried. But these women was all grown. They had their own mind. They knew that they was messing with a billionaire. And I tried to tell my chat this probably a couple weeks ago. When we all was young, because they was young then. The real justice, that's right. That's the truth. I watched this whole trial on many different platforms, and the last 2 days I was busy with work. I missed all of this shit. Y'all, I gotta catch up. You definitely gotta catch up. But I don't even know what I was saying, but I know that the evidence that but if it was underage people, but we all was young. That's what I was saying. And we all was young women, the women that's up in here, even the men knew that when we was young teenagers, 16, 17, 18, 19, honey, we wanted a baller. We wanted somebody with some coins, baby. We wanted somebody with some money. We did. That age, we wanted to get everything. We wanted to go to the mall. We wanted to go shopping. We wanted new sneakers, everything. Our mamas bought us clothes and school clothes and stuff like that, but not like the ballers would do. So y'all didn't think that they knew what they was getting into? They love the lifestyle. Women take accountability for the type of men that they choose. Exactly. Exactly. And if y'all go watch Tasha K and watch the SA worker, he got a lot to say. He got a lot to say. He got a lot to say Y'all make sure y'all go watch that. She put that out yesterday. He got a lot to say. So it will make sense to a lot of people. You keeping it all the way 100. Yes, and nobody want to talk about it. Because I'm not up here hooray Diddy, but I don't want them to lock an innocent man up for some stuff that he didn't do. I don't want that. Why does everybody keep acting like that he have not committed crimes and I have his employees carrying them out and committing crimes for him? That is a freaking Rico, people. Sandra, baby. Everybody put a prayer hands in for her. Can y'all find the button with the prayer hands? Because what we not gonna do is talk about protecting Diddy. Cause that's not what we doing here. So we definitely gotta pray for you, Sandra. Okay? He did not get charged with DV. But they don't get that. They don't get that. Yeah, we definitely need to pray for you. There go Kimberly. Kimberly praying for you, Sandra. Go get some help. Because, see, you can tell when Tisa people come over here, they so delusional. They not focused. They don't know whether they coming or they going. They confused. They make up lies. They try to cover their tracks. We know when they come from over there. So, girl, go on, baby. I'm 55 years old. When I grew up in Oakland, California, and I still would love to have a nice man treat me nice and buy me some nice new sneakers. LOL. Me too, child. We definitely know what's up. Not defending, just I got you. See, you mad because let me see. All they needed to show was 2 out of 8, and they showed evidence for more than 2. Baby, y'all gotta let the jury be the jury. Just let the jury be the jury. Sandra, we not mad, baby. We not mad at you. We not mad. Because you got a right to your own opinion. Just be respectful when you do it, and y'all can stay. I didn't turn into the trial because it brings black horrible memories. However, I would like to know the big guns involved. I want to know who they're protecting. He just a monkey in the middle. Kendra said. Robin is praying. They cannot get that video out of their heads. And that's the problem. They put that video out to trap the American minds. Okay? They put that video out to distract the American minds, to let them know that this is a horrible man. And they knew, listen, y'all, they knew that whoever was going to be the jury, that they have seen this damn video. They said, now, if we put this video out of him whooping her ass up and down the hallway when he shouldn't have never touched a woman, it was disgusting of him. I'm a woman. I don't agree with that at all, people. But if we put this video out before his trial come, the whoever is going to be picked for the 12 jurors will see this video and will convict him on everything. Okay? But see, God don't like ugly. He messed around. They messed around and picked some godly, truthful, honest jurors, and it backfired on them, and they mad. Period. They messed around and picked some jurors that done told the truth, and they asses on fire. Okay? So they set that video up. We gonna put, because he done paid almost $100 billion or something for that video. How did it accidentally leak before the trial? How did it leak before the trial? Because they knew the whole America was gonna see it. And those 12 little jurors that got picked, they said they seen it. We're going to get him on the RICO, because if we get him on the RICO, we're going to be able to take all his assets. We're going to be able to take his money, F-U-C-K, his children. They don't need no money. Let them stay out there and starve too. Okay? But it didn't work out like that. Exactly. That's exactly the reason why. It didn't work out. See, when you're trying to do evil, when your heart is not right, Gotta expose it. He not gonna give you what you want. Mama said the trial was suspicious and the Rico had no chance. There was no one else on trial for Rico with him. That's right. Nobody else is on trial. Let me tell y'all something. Let me say something. Hit that like button and subscribe, people. Now that I found, I'll be back. I'm moving to the next episode. Shout out to the mob. Keep it clean. Thank you, baby. When I have seen a Rico trial with one person, yeah, it doesn't make sense at all. Tony said, just talk to Tisa. Okay, tell her that. Tell Tisa to please don't get our brothers locked up, and if they didn't do nothing, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, Joy. See, we got all these people in here that know everything. Well, when they come, we're gonna. You're not understanding. We're not over here. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, baby. Oh, we don't give a damn about that. We don't give a damn about no Sean Puffy Combs, no Rico. We don't care nothing about none of that. Y'all are so weird. Stop just doing that. We don't care. That's exactly what Trump did to Hillary Clinton, and he knew she was going to win. Tony said, she said, she'll. Oh my God. I don't like weird comments. But people, they still keep getting it confused. They still thinking we over here with our pom-poms on for Diddy. Yeah, I'm Marissa. We don't care. What we care about is when she said that the courthouse had to be shut down and they rushed her ass out and put her in that damn car. And these two black men done stood and circled around. No, she said they all circled around her. And they circled around her and they said that they was going to unalive her. That's where we at, Joy. Upset. Yeah, your mother. Now, how about that? Let me get your little weirdo, confused ass over there in Tisa comments losing your mind because she didn't stray. Y'all mad. They so mad. What's wrong with them, girl? Keep doing your thing. You wasting energy on them. Yeah, that's why I'm laughing at them like, cause baby, you need to be mad at her. Go over there and say, girl, why you lie to us? Cause everybody in America talking about you. You done lied on these black men. You can get these black men locked up for the rest of their life. Why would you do that? You over here wasting time with me, 66 people in here. You wasting your time with me. You need to be over there with them and try to figure that out. Okay? Sony, keep your peace, baby. You can stay. You got a right to your own opinion. But don't come over here saying that we got pom-poms on for Puffy, because we don't. We're talking about the lie. We're talking about the lie. When the people, she said that the people was going to unalive her and they put her in a circle. Okay? And the courthouse had to be shut down and they had to rush her up out of there. That's what we're talking about here. Yeah. Okay. I'm on live. Okay. Yeah. But that's what we're talking about here. That's what we're talking about here. Y'all had a phone call. Can y'all hear me? Somebody Tony, since you the oddball, just let me know. Can you hear me? Thank you, Greg. Greg, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, Greg. Okay. So, yeah, that's what we talking about over here. So, Tisa, your people, please tell them to stop. I heard. I never said that, Puffy or whoever. Okay, Tony, baby. But we don't care nothing about that. So I said she didn't have to lie. Point blank period. That's what we here for. That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't have been a lie. Hey, sister. It shouldn't have been a lie. But we're not going to tolerate her trying to, because it's already too many people that's doing that to our black brothers, our black sons. Okay? Our black nephews, our black grandsons, that's putting a finger on them. and saying they did something to them that they did not do. That's why we're here today. We don't got a damn pom-pom in our hand for Diddy. But you're not going to go into that courthouse and say that he done dangled your ass over a damn balcony when he was in one state and you was in the next. We here for rights. We not picking sizes. We can agree to disagree at the same damn time. But what's dangerous is that I have a black son, and I'm going to keep saying it. And when these Karens is out here, in my opinion, putting their mouth on them, saying that they have did something to them that they did not do, I'm going to talk. I'm going to speak. Where has it is she's not even... They said that today. Everybody said that she's not our people, but she want to use the N word. Unfortunately, fake is the news. The new real... Calling my phone. Exactly. I just don't like it, and I'm not about to stand for it. No problem. My first comment on here ever was that she got love, nothing but just trying to keep the peace. Yes, baby, we gonna keep the peace. But you still have your title. Just be respectful with your comments, and we gonna be cool. But I just don't appreciate by me having all these men in my life for women to get away with something like that. I think that it should have been consequences. And if her chat that keep running over here, having so much to say, why you can't hold her accountable for the things that she done that we all know that was a lie? Wow, watch how a girl gets her done hoe. I don't understand. Write that again, Odis. Yeah. But we not going to stand back, and we not going to take that. Okay? Do whatever you want to do over there with the Diddy trial. It's at Carla House, Milsha House. Tisa had a lot of riding on Puff. Nancy Grace and other shows. Tony said the Lord shall hold her accountable. Exactly. We don't have a heaven or a hell over here to put her in. We don't got that. We don't have a heaven or a hell over here to put her in. But what we're not going to stand for is these women that putting their mouth on our men, and we going to just sit there and just take it. No. Her chat is running around these streets, these YouTube streets, and they is fighting for her. They fighting for her. But nobody is in that chat telling her to, in my opinion, I ain't seen them, and telling her, baby, that was wrong. You shouldn't do that. I got black sons. Why would you lie on the men like that? She is so obsessed with Diddy and hates black men. That's what they saying. They saying that she don't like him. She don't like him. And it proves that she don't like him when she's sitting there telling lies, dangerous lies on them. It proves it. It proves it. It definitely proves it. It proves the fact that that's what's going on. Okay? I just want her not to do that. Don't do that. I don't care what she do in the trial. Because they not going to... She don't have no key to the jury room to go in there and figure out what they talking about and none of that. But it didn't go in her favor. I felt like she got a little upset, in my opinion, saying because she had promised her check of Rico. Okay? And when she didn't get it, the next step was to, okay, let me make it about me because I don't want to have to face all of this backlash. You guys, I promise you guys, I promise he's going to get some time. He's going to get some time. What the hell? As something, Kendra. That chick needs to go sit on someone's big fluffy couch and tell the truth. Yeah, lay back. She need to lay down when she get on that couch because, baby, she got to stop She needed that focus off of her telling that chat because she brain F-U-C-K them, I-N-G, F-U-C-K. She brain F them because when she promised them a Rico, when she couldn't get it, she had to think fast. Okay, what's the next step? All right, let me say that I'm getting harmed. So they're gonna forget about me saying that they're gonna get it. I'm gonna give them a Rico. And so now I could just say these people are trying to harm me, and they're gonna feel sorry for me. Oh my God, and they're gonna forget about it. And that's what happened, in my opinion. Most of her chat is not on investors in her, and they financially involved. And our people don't want to feel like they wasted their money. They're not going to hold her accountable. That's what's sad. Exactly, Nick. That's right. That's sad. They need to hold her accountable. They do. They really do. Because you're not about to get these men locked up, and I know they ain't did it. I wasn't there, but I was on line watching, and I didn't watch several credible content creators come up there and say that did not happen. They said when they rushed, when they didn't rush, when they started shutting the house down, is when they had that baby oil party outside. When they had that baby oil party outside, that's when they said, okay, enough is enough. Let's shut it all down. Let's put up the barricades and all of this and all of that. Okay? She wanted to feel important, so she had to go tell them something. So, okay, explain this to me. Her supporters that may be in the bushes. That may be in the bushes. So her supporters that was in the bushes, that's maybe in the bushes. I want you guys to answer this. If everybody out there is content creators, that's content creators, okay? And everybody is telling all the stories that came from the courthouse. Why are people approaching her? What's the issue? What's the problem? What's she doing? What was she doing different from the other content creators? What was she doing different from the other content creators for people to be so upset with her? You got to make that make sense. It's people that said that they were standing in the lines for a long time, and she had a spot already in that courtroom. You're not supposed to play favoritism. I'm about to cook it, Carla. You're not supposed to play favoritism. Everybody is all journalists. It's ones out there that's really journalists. They had to wait, and it be first come, first serve. Don't treat everybody the same. Treat everybody the same. My kids is mad at me, y'all, because I made them some daggone potato salad, y'all, and I'm sitting up here, messing with Tisa. I ain't messing with her. I just don't want her to do our black men wrong. My daughter is mad, y'all. She done left out of here. Let me call her real quick. So it's her fault that she was. Are you serious? Y'all look at Sweet and Sassy. Look at Sweet and Sassy. So it's her fault that she was favored. Really? Yeah, you're not listening. She did not have a press pass. Exactly. Please, Nikki, tell Sweet and Sassy that. Cause it's I'm not gonna keep explaining to these people. I'm not. Just found your channel. Enjoy it. Thank you, baby. These Tisa fans, they crazy. Cause look what Sweet and Sassy just said. She didn't even have a pass. Okay, we understand about favor, but we also understand, okay, if you tell this content right here, you can do whatever you want. Just please don't tell the same content that everybody else is telling, and that's the truth. If you can go and twist the truth, you'll be able to move mountains around here. Okay? It's definitely not that serious. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't have a problem with you. You can stay as long as you like. But I don't have a problem around here. But what we do over here is try to tell the truth. Thank you, baby. We got 39 likes and 57 people in here. But yeah, I'm done. I'll be back later. Because when you keep on addressing stuff that when everything is self-explanatory, it kind of just gets you, you know what I'm saying, in a little bit of whatever. Because I mean, you can't just keep telling people over and over. Like, I'm not here for Diddy. We're not here to take a baby or a bath. We're not here to salute him. But we are here for our black sons and nephews. Okay? You saw people comment on the littlest thing. She can't help that she gets favor. But let me hear you comment on her saying that they tried to unalive her. They rushed her out. That's what I need. One of them. Let me hear what her people got to say. They rushed her out of the courthouse. They surrounded her, and she told these people said they were going to unalive her. Let me hear you comment on that. Let me see you comment on that. Comment on that. Thank you, Nikki baby. The courthouse was not shut down, and she sure did lie about that. So let me hear from one of her supporters. She said, "Yes, we can hear you, sweetheart." Let me hear, cause she want to comment on. Oh, she got favor, cause she got on the line. Okay, without a press pass. Okay, I get it. Favor ain't fair. I get it. I know how the Lord works. But one of her supporters jump in here right now before I end my live and tell me, how do you feel? How do you feel about Tisha lying on these men that can possibly get them jail time? Do y'all care? I was on her live screen and I seen them talking junk only. That's all they was doing, Big Greg. Enjoy you this evening. Thank you, Robin. Can't nobody jump in here from Tisa Tales? I want to see somebody. Come on. I want you to tell me, how do you feel about her lying on these innocent black men? How they surrounded her and they was foaming out their mouth like dogs. They called her all type of bitches, and they said that they was going to unalive her. I want to see one of Tisa tell people comment on that. Comment. Where y'all at? Because y'all could jump in and out. Oh, yeah, she can help. She got favor. Yeah, she got favor. Oh, yeah, y'all just don't like her. Let me hear y'all say that. She had those fucking security surrounding her and did nothing to protect her. They were standing there like idols. Yeah, they didn't give a damn. They allergic to the truth. See, why they not jumping in here now? It's 59 people in here. I know Tisa Tell got at least 20 or 30 in here that belong to her that can tell me how do they feel. Let me interview you. How do you feel about Tisa Tales telling lies on these men? Jump in the chat like y'all been jumping. Jump. Nobody rushed her or threatened her. They did call her the B word. Yeah, they called her the B word, and she told them that she called them the N word, and she said that they mad 'cause Puffy didn't want her to, pop the weasel. But I'm sitting here before I end this live. I want to see one of her people. See, they can't defend that. I want to hear it. Let me see. They were so many feet away from her. They was. You think that them daggone feds was going to let them get in that gate? And somebody that gave her security because she's speaking different than everybody else that was out there in the courtroom. All those journalists, all those content creators. She was saying something totally different from them. And her people is so mad at the truth. I feel so sorry for them. Y'all, we definitely need to pray for them. I'm going to get off of here so I can make this girl potato salad and throw my ribs in the oven. But we definitely need to pray for Tisa, her fan club, and things like that. Imagine Diddy's mother walking out of the courtroom, listening to all of that. Yes, exactly. They don't care. She said he paid for her security. Her honey paid for her security. Because he must say, yeah, I know her. She be out there telling too many damn lies. I got to protect her so she can come on home and cook dinner when she get here. Yeah, that's what it's giving. But see, ain't nobody jumped in the chat to defend that. Anytime any other Tisa supporters want to come talk to me, I want you to tell me, how do you feel about her line on these men? If you can't answer that question, don't come over here. Don't jump out my chat. Don't jump out my chat. She a bird. Have a blessed evening. You too. Stay 100. Thank you, baby. She was paid by the prosecutors. Yeah, she was. This is my opinion. Thank y'all so much for coming in here, y'all. This has definitely been a good live. But we coming back to it because her supporters is angry. And we not. We ain't angry. See? We is peaceful. All right? Okay? Yeah, pray for them, baby. Okay? It is what it is. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.